Welcome to Our Energy Matters with Anthony Manna and Dena Marie. Aloha.
Aloha to you too, because here we are, episode number 90. 90. And so, we always need to explain to folks who may be tuning in to us on YouTube that when we say episode, Dena Marie and I meet to talk about our journey, our life's journey. And we've been doing this now. This is our 90th time. And it's always a pleasant, upbeat, positive energy experience. And so what I do is I go into Dena Marie's book, and we'll explain it in just a little bit. You can see the beautiful crystals on the cover, and that'll become clear to those of you who are new. And what I do is I come up with a piece of writing that elaborates on my illuminations. Let's put it that way. So today, first of all, today I say Goddag, godt liv. Good day, good life to our Norwegian viewers out there. Title, drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it's back. The Celestial Arts Quiz Show.
Yay!
Popular demand. And the description is seeing relationships as learning experiences is so empowering. And I think it relates to that somewhere along the line, I hope. In our episodes of Our Energy Matters, we explored the practices and poetics of physical, mental, and spiritual self-care revealed through Dena Marie's intuitive soul search discoveries and prescriptions for living a blessed life, a life anointed by well-being, self-love, healthful connections with others, and enlightened and balanced body, mind, spirit energy. So allow me, folks, to introduce you to Dena Marie, an angel-blessed spirit healer, mentor, confidant, teacher, and counselor. Let her be christened by the angelic presences all around us. Let her be christened Magic Lady of West Coast Currents. Now, why do I say that?
Because I'm in the water getting currents floating away.
Yeah, right. In the spirit. Why do I say that? In the spirit of her riding the calm and storm, riding high the phenomenal winds, nurturing the safe being of seekers who come to her to participate in her ordained power awakening them, transforming them, guiding them with crystal readings, chakra wisdom, astrological revelations, and numerology to rediscover, rekindle their soul light, their spirit light in the presence of mystical epiphanies, whereby they come to know themselves honestly with the bounty of self-compassion and self-love, opening the way to their loving kinship with others nearby and far removed. Her blessing is a resounding call to believe the glorious selfhood. You are the color of all you need to be here and now and forever. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Clap your hands and jitterbug a few sensual beats to allow your blessed life arise to its full potential. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. So let me lead you to truths uncovered by the Magic Lady of West Coast Currents in her divinely bestowed, spiritually endowed book, metaphysically branded with 3 prophetic titles. 3, I tell you. The first one, Our Energy Matters. The second, The Art of Crystal Reading. It's been a learning curve for me. I had no idea what she meant by, well, our energy matters. I thought, well, sure, I have energy. Let's see what she says about that. But the art of crystal reading, I had no clue. The third, whereby her book transforms to an inner protective sanctum where her seekers, her clients, are invited to be awakened to prayerful, mind alert ways and plans of action for how to manifest she says, your heartfelt intentions. And that's becoming clearer and clearer to me, because you can vocalize those. You can vocalize those. I mean, in your selfhood, and out loud or whatever, of what you want to make happen for you. And I think it's a beautiful. Here's my heartfelt intention for the day. Here and now, I want to call forth Dena Marie's refined network of crystal color chakra guidance as she assumes the role of a celestial alchemist, a rescuer fired by a hunger and insatiable learning to fathom the depths of goodness, to liberate souls and selves from arid, rancid desires, waning creeds, and dead dogmas, and restore their souls to a wellness marked by serenity, community, godness, goddessness, spiritness, alive to a rapid succession of choices and glorified aspirations. So to move closer to Dena Marie's wisdom, burnished by experimentation, meditation, practice, intuition, and angelic guidance, I invented an entertaining strategy that allows me to move close to Dena Marie's blessed guidance, anointed, healing prescriptions, and soul-felt solace offered as rituals of recovery for living a full and happy life. And so I come to the quintessential spirit lifter. I call my strategy the Celestial Arts Quiz Show, established and hosted by me, Anthony L. Manna, aka Professor Grandpa Tonio, the book guy and the writing guy. The Celestial Arts Quiz Show features one contestant, and her name is Dena Marie. Ah, Dena Marie, please slip slide a few bebop steps into your celestial alchemist persona and come forward as a contestant in the Celestial Arts Quiz Show. First, heartfelt intentions. Heartfelt intentions make me think of deliberateness, forethought, planning. Why does manifesting our intentions matter so much to you?
You said it. Matter. Think about the physical form. Matter. So your higher chakras, if they're attuned and your heart is open, you're going to manifest matter, or things that matter, good things. If your heart is blocked or these chakras are closed, the higher chakras, you're going to manifest, I don't know, you don't know. You're going to manifest something, and then you're going to be in your house when you're like 67 and you're going to hate your life. And you're going to wonder why did this all happen? That's because your higher chakras you weren't inspired, you weren't imaginative, you weren't creative. You just kind of, you followed the American nightmare or dream. Get stuff, buy stuff, show off your things, And so matter is the things we see around us. My house almost looks like a little angel house. I thought about it. And when I go into other people's homes, I can see someone's heart that's open. There's a beautiful piece of art. Less is more. I can look in their fridge and they're eating healthy food. It's different, than going to Costco and just hoarding a whole garage full of boxed macaroni and cheese. 35 of them. I don't know. How can I say is that when your heart is open, and we were talking about the news, if people are talking and they're touching their hearts like you do quite a bit, your heart's open and what you're saying matters, and it's meaningful and it's heartfelt. How many people are like the talking blah 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 blah? Nothing.
Turn on the TV and take a look and take a listen, and it's pretty devastating that we're being contaminated as we are on a daily basis.
I used to go to the gym and I would look up and I could see the screen, but I didn't know what they were saying and I wasn't reading it. But you could just, by gestures, the way people are, you can tell whose hearts are open. If you've got somebody really talking to you, not at you, touching their heart, looking up, they have something to say that's meaningful, and it probably does matter in a heart way. So if people are just regurgitating information that someone else told them to say, the talking heads,
Yeah,
it's
no,
not, it's not good.
yeah, no, there are a few of them. I'm so happy that you talked about it that way, because there's one on public broadcasting system, PBS, on Wednesday evenings here is Nature. And I love watching it because these people are so involved in the moment of sharing their discoveries of what they see in nature that surprises them, just fulfills them in ways that I just can't believe. And one of them, and now I'm going to forget his name, he's so famous. The way he talks with his body is just so mesmerizing to me, because it's like when I was an actor, that's what we learned how to do, is to find a way to be sincere with our gestures, and he does that. He almost dances when he's talking about that bird that is performing a dance to attract a mate, and he just gets so excited. And I love watching it for that reason, because the energy is just palpable. And
I was just a keynote speaker, and it was like the topic is finding your voice. And I just saw the video. I touch my heart and reach out so many times. It's ridiculous. But what I was saying is true. It took me a while to find my voice and then listen to it and have the courage to act on it, and my higher self. The other voices were very negative. But yeah, when you are passionate about something, and when I do my show, I'm always dancing around.
oh, absolutely. Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed when I was on your show, that that's what you did. I just thought it was like a dance, and it was very inviting and very honest. Let's explore the truths you seek to unveil with the sacrosanct crystals your clients choose. You are a choreographer, adept at crystal reading, interpreting, conjuring the alchemy, the therapeutic wonder the chosen crystals uncover. You say, in your book, crystal readings are a way to discover more of yourself and the people you care about. I didn't know this, of course, because I just never gave the idea of crystal reading any thought. And I have been crystal read.
You have it
Several times, and it's been so illuminating, to see the clarity that by choosing certain crystals, the clarity comes into view about where I am at those moments, in my life. And then the last time we met on YouTube, our episode 89, we talked about coupling and how crystal reading can help couples so much come to recognize themselves and where they're at in terms of relating to one another. So I say to you, I asked you a very simple question. Why don't you explain to us all, what is crystal reading?
So it's the combinations, and you'll pick colors, and the colors that are missing are the chakras that are blocked. And for a while, it was your throat chakra and your power chakra, and it was kind of a writer's block thing going on. And then we would do prescriptions, whether it was writing a letter and burning it. I think just us talking about how we feel to one another and being able to, kind of look up and have an idea, and we just converse. I think that's the most amazing way to keep your chakras open, is being around people where you can be authentic and be yourself and talk freely. That's what we do. But it's really finding the chakras that are blocked. So a crystal reading will not only do numerology, astrology, and all that stuff, because it makes up who you are. But a Leo missing his solar plexus is what you are over and over again. I know that you're missing your power. You feel powerless. And so I think us working on you, looking up, counting your blessings, setting your intentions, having a nice heart-to-heart conversation, and also loving yourself.
Wow. And then you invited me to your show the time that you wanted to talk about self-love. And it was very interesting, because right away I thought back to my upbringing, which related self-love narcissism and guilt.
And narcissism is when your power chakra is too open and your heart is closed. You see, so narcissism comes from someone trying to control you, manipulate you, move you around like a pawn on a chessboard. But, you know, when it comes to, and it's usually people that have been, I say, brutally abused as children, and they just in their mindset, I'll never ever feel again. So they're the ones that misuse their throat chakra and their power chakra. And, you know, they're the ones in board meetings that say they did the job and they know that someone under them did it and they don't give them credit. Right. Yeah, that's, you know, that's what it is. Gosh, they're everywhere. So, but a heart chakra is like you are sensitive, and your heart was open, but towards other people and not yourself. So what we had to work is you saying no to doctors who wanted to do procedures, saying no to a board that maybe you were burned out and you want to spend more time doing what you love, which is writing. Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, all those choices. It's so uplifting. You know, and that's why I love the fact that your radio show is called Lift Your Spirits, because we have that capability. You know, we have that capability, and it's it doesn't always have to take place in nature. I mean, for me, sometimes, you know, when I'm writing, you know, when I'm trying to create a scene, and the challenge of that puts me in a good place, because I'm, you know, it's like it's like a chessboard in a sense, or I'm not manipulating as much as developing, you know.
well, and you're doing what brings you joy, which is self-love. And before you were doing too many other things outside of writing. So that brings you joy. That's self-love. And all it is you are the only person that can lift your spirits. You're the only one that can look up and ask for help from the above, the guardian angels, whatever, or celestial stuff. But you're the one that has to make that. And a lot of people are waiting for other people to make them happy. Right? They're always like, you make me happy. You will make me happy. And that's where self-love, it just doesn't work, because you have to date yourself. You have to take yourself out. You have to love yourself.
This is so perfect, because one of the things I wanted to mention as we come to a conclusion is the fact that your prescriptions are all over the place. I mean, to me, where's that book? Here it is. To me, the back cover of your book, which is a chakra cheat sheet, place crystals on corresponding colors, is what it's all about. I mean, in terms of beginning to understand, you know, where I'm at, you know, or where anybody's at. But then all the way through your book, and on the left side here too, you've got prescriptions, remedies for what we can do for ourselves. And you know, it's always nice to go back there, because to go back to those, because they're doable and accessible, and sometimes very surprising.
And instead of going to a doctor taking a pill, you could just take yourself out on a date. Whatever would lift your spirits. You see, that's why I came up with the prescriptions, because everybody that came to me said, well, you know, I'm just on this drug and that's what I'm gonna do. No. Before you take the drug, try to lift your spirits. Do the best you can to open your chakras, to bring energy up to the higher chakras. That's where I just got frustrated, and that's where the word prescription came in. You know,
I can understand that, and I think that yeah, and then it's just a commitment to oneself, to myself, yourself, who's ever self.
A daily practice. Daily practice of tuning up your energy, and then your energy expands, and then you attract like-minded people, and then the coupling therapy comes in. There we are. We have that energy flow.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've done very well today, and you're at the quiz show.
And I wasn't as scared as like the first couple times when you're like,
I see. I say thank you, Lady Grace of Angelic Consciousness, for teaching and sharing and illuminating. It's so vital. What a blessing. Let's continue our Celestial Arts quiz show in our next episode or so. I'm ending the show today. I want to share a bit of wisdom which made me think about your talent as a musician, songwriter, and, as folks praised you not too long ago, a singer.
That was funny.
It's from the contemporary mystic Osho, who said, music is outer meditation. Meditation is inner music.
It's beautiful. It is.
Yeah, I can understand. And I mean, I think that part of you, that musician part of you, understands that so fully.
And I always say, like, your chakras are a instrument. You have to tune up your instrument, then you play well, then you play in a band, then you create your world.
Yeah, and you say that in your book.
It's
mean,
a multiverse, a verse, a song. We're all singing songs, and I just had a little bump in my band. I'm not going to bring that person into my band. You know, if it doesn't feel good, don't play with someone whose instrument isn't tuned up very well. It's pretty ugly.
Or compatible.
Yeah.
You know, so if you want to move closer to Dena Marie's wisdom, then listen to her weekly radio show, as I mentioned recently, Lift Your Spirits, on 11:50 a.m. KKNW on Friday mornings on the West Coast. Her website is Dena at dena-marie.com. She is also very active on Facebook, where she shows a lot of photographs, they're stunning, of the island she inhabits on the West Coast. Also, her website shows you some of her Facebook material is all about chakra insight, chakra energy, blockage, and prescriptions. And she also offers information about her workshops and courses. My website for an interview with Dena Marie is anthonymannabooks.com. Go to my website's media section called Podbean Podcast, and you find me there talking to Dena Marie about how did she get into all of this? Where did this all happen? She seems like a normal person.
Abby normal.
Yeah, right. But why so celestial? You know, where did she find her heavenly spirit? So anyway, it's beautiful. And the interview is nice. I want you all to come to my website anyway, because if what I do is I go to children, teens, tweens, new adults, and I invite them to be readers and writers to get a sense of themselves and the world they live in. And so we come.
And you're going to be on my show June 9th for my birthday.
That's right, June the 9th. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I marked my calendar and I have a heart. I have a heart on my calendar for that.
That makes me smile.
It's wonderful. So good day, Dena Marie. Good day to everybody. See you in a week's time.
All right. Aloha.
Aloha. Bye.